make some cheese macaroni. Got a big old pack of macaroni right here. I'm not going to use all of it, but I'm going to cook all of it because I'm going to make a macaroni salad out of what's left. I got my water boiling in here. I'm going to pour in my elbow macaroni. Give it a quick stir. I'm going to turn it down and let it cook. And you need to add you some salt in here too. We're going to make some macaroni cheese today. Y'all like macaroni cheese? Surely you don't buy the one in a box. Make it from scratch. Put you some real cheese in there. Y'all, our macaroni is ready. And I want to tell you too, I didn't mention this a while ago, but this is that little macaroni. Let me show you. It's not the big elbow macaroni, it's the little one, and you don't want to cook it until it's just a mush. In other words, have it where you can, it's tender, but not mushy, okay? Now I'm going to drain it really good in a colander. All right, now taking that macaroni, I've drained it, and I shook that colander really good to make sure you get all the water out of it. Let me turn my microwave off. I'm back. Anyway, make sure that you got all the water off, and I put it back into the hot pan that it was in to start with. I've got 8 ounces of cream cheese in here that I just kind of got soft in the microwave, and I've got 1 stick of butter salted that I put in the microwave just for a second to get it kind of soft. I'm going to put the cream cheese and the butter together. I'll put the butter in the cream cheese instead of the cream cheese in the butter. That might be a little easier. I'm going to do it around in there just a little bit, and then I'm going to put it in this macaroni, okay? I wanted to kind of get it mixed up a little. Now, my macaroni, you can see the steam's still coming up. It's still hot. We're going to eat it immediately. Okay, put that in there. Like that. You mixed it up kind of, sort of. We're going to stir it around in that hot macaroni. Like that. This is some good, it's good. All right, now I'm going to grate about 3 cups of sharp cheese and put in it. And I use the red rind, but you can use whatever kind that you like. I'm going to get my grater out, and I'm going to grate 3 cups of that cheese and put it in there, okay? It's going to take a lot of this cheese, but let me tell you, this is really good. You can use it leftover. All you got to do is just sometimes add just a little bit of more milk to it. We're fixing to add some milk to this. See how fine it's grated it? Let me finish grating it now. Okay, we got to have 3 cups. Here's 2 cups. So I figured if I filled it on up to the top, that'd be about 3. You know, you hadn't got to have it just perfectly measured. And put it in with the other. Now we're going to add some milk. And I want you to start out with 1 cup of milk. And use whole milk if you've got it. And we're going to put it on real low on the stove in the same thing. And we're going to gently fold it. Here's a cup. We're going to gently fold it until all the cheese melts and it's creamy as you want it. And at the end, you may want to add another cup of milk. It's according to how creamy that you want it, okay? So let's get over here and do that. Don't have your eye set too hot. In other words, this is a slow process. All right, we're going to just kind of do like this just a little bit till that cheese kind of starts melting in there. The sharp cheese. It has a really good super flavor to it, y'all. with that milk and cream cheese in it. See, it's already melting. I've got it on 5, but I'm not going to leave it. Oh, I'm not going to leave it. My hair's falling down. I'll fix it later. I'll fix it later. I love that sharp cheese. See how it's really, look at that. Look at that cheese melting in there, y'all. And the good thing about this is you know that your children and your family, they're getting the real deal. They're getting the real deal. You could put this covered in your oven on real low if you, all right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to add just a little bit of milk. See, you want to add that first cup, but then add just a little bit more till it gets as creamy as you like it. That's probably 3 or 4 tablespoons in there. See that? Look at that. Good sharp cheese in it. What I'm going to do, we're not going to eat ours right this minute, so I'm going to put mine in a small casserole dish, and I'm going to put some extra, that grated sharp cheese on top, and keep it in the oven on kind of low, so that it all gets kind of mixed together. That's still a little clumpy for me. I like a little bit more milk. I like it kind of gooey. Y'all. Now you tell me a child wouldn't like that. Honey, they're going to eat this up so quick. It is getting warm in there and all melty. Okay, let's look at our texture. Is that about how y'all like yours? If you don't, add a little bit more milk. Let's get you up here really close. We're going to get up here real close. Is that kind of about like you like yours? I'm going to add just a little bit more milk to mine. Start out with your cup. Now remember, don't turn it too high because you don't want it to. And since I'm not going to eat mine right this minute, that's another reason I'm putting a little bit more milk in it. That looks so good. Alright, I think that's it for me. That's all I'm going to put in there. I like that look. I like that look. See, when you heat up your butter and your cream cheese, then it doesn't take too long with that macaroni being so hot to go ahead and, yeah, now that's how I like it right there. Then look at that. That's fine. It's in your first recipe book under the sides, and it'll say Big Mama's macaroni cheese. Big Mama is me. That's what my grandchildren call me, Big Mama. Somebody said the other day at the call of the house, they said, why do they call you Big Mama? I said, well, Big Mama is an old-timey name for grandmother, and I had a Big Mama, and I wanted to be called Big Mama. They were shocked. All right, so that's it. Don't turn it too high and don't leave it because it wants to stick. You know, cheese likes to stick to the bottom of your pan. All right, y'all, this is ready to put in our in our casserole dish. There we go. See there how creamy it is. You can taste for the salt content, but I think we've got a plenty because see there how creamy? Look. All right. We're ready to put it in our casserole dish. And That's just to keep it warm. I'm going to cover it up and put it in the oven on really low just for a little while instead of serving it out of pot. So we can put this grated cheese on top and then cover it with foil. And just, it's ready right now. But I'm just going to let that other cheese kind of melt on it. And it'll be so good. And your family will love it. So y'all try this. Macaroni cheese. The real deal. Love y'all. Bye-bye.